This video was made to review and criticize the material in it, and is not intended to be a substitute for the original work. I do not own the material or any part of the show in this video. Please support HBO by watching the full episode and show on HBO or any other platform that legally streams it. Links to the official sites are available in the description box below. This video is intended to fall under the general guidelines of fair use and is edited as to not compete with the original work. As an aspiring writer and artist, my goal is to comment, review, criticize and learn from the work. Thank you for understanding. Welcome to Watcher. Today we're watching episode 25, but before we begin, please don't leave any spoilers in the comment section. I'd greatly appreciate that. And most importantly, thank you so much for the support and for joining me on this adventure. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed the content. I truly appreciate that. So, what happened last time? Well, Theon is back on that cross, and it's more than likely gonna be worse this time. That's what happens when you aren't careful with your decisions. Once you go against someone with the power that Robb holds, you better not get captured by those loyal to him, especially not after doing what you did. Still, I feel very bad for what he's about to experience, and for what he already has experienced. And last episode, the Night's Watch ended. The gang of misfits had had enough. The Great Mormont is gone, but thankfully, Craster as well. Will this be the end of the wall? It's a perfect time to attack for the wildlings led by Mance. I really want to see Jon's reaction to all of this. Can he maybe save the day somehow? Most likely not. And Cersei has been acting sneakily again. She wants to get rid of the Tyrells. She does not want to lose Joffrey to Marjorie. And there is a great possibility that she won't. We are made to believe that she never has gotten what she truly wanted. But if you think about it, from the start of the series, she's gotten her way more than pretty much everyone else. The gods that apparently aren't on her side seem to be. I can see her get her way with the Tyrells somehow. And Tywin should be careful. Right now, it seems like the biggest threats to his plans come from within, from the family. As soon as one steps into King's Landing, one loses every friend, every ally. One is alone. And that is true for everyone. I've spoken too much. Let's watch the episode.
Strike this man down if he is guilty.
Like a sect of some kind.
For the night is dark and full of terror.
We've heard that before. Some demonic stuff. Oh, fire. That's right, that's his weakness. I wonder if they know that. Is this guy good? Or does he simply have the advantage of fire? Because he looks kinda good, I don't know. But that sword technique seems a bit random, as if it has a soul of itself. The Hound is keeping up. Well, the Hound is no joke. They are destroying the whole cave. Oh, he's striking back. No, Arya, come on. I know what you think of him. And you have reason for thinking that. He ain't guilty, my friends.
Arya, don't!
Well, I do understand her anger.
You will, but not today.
Oh, he is back and restored. That Lord of Light dude is some kind of demonic power. Or maybe truly a god. Who knows?
How often do these patrols go out?
If I knew where on the wall we were heading, I could
The
tell
wall
you.
still has a lot of men left. But the commander
19
is
castles
gone.
guarding the wall. How many are manned?
Castle Black,
Go on, Jon.
East Watch by the sea, and the Shadow Tower.
How many men remain in Castle Black?
1,000.
Liar.
Okay, so these people are not all on good terms.
But if you lie to me, I'll pull your guts out through your throat.
And how many guys did Mance have? If they attack the wall, it will be an epic battle. She is like a little monkey.
Time you proved yourself.
What is she doing? Oh, come on. This isn't the time for it. Aren't you cold?
I don't ever want to leave this cave, Jon Snow.
But I do. I wanna move on with this story. Here we go. This will be interesting. She looks concerned. And word for Jaime. I wonder if he will be okay with Jaime losing his hand.
Send it to his father.
You'll hold your tongue unless you want to lose it.
Apologies, my lady.
She should say what they tried to do to her.
Find suitable rooms for our guests.
Oh my god, look the shape he's in.
Bolton, is that word from the capital?
You haven't heard?
Oh, that's right. He is clueless. He's dead.
How can I put this?
Mind games?
He's alive and well.
Oh, he was honest. Has Jaime ever been weaker? He is a broken man.
Safest course would be to take the whole armor.
Hello, Maester.
The Citadel stripped me of it. They found some of my experiments too bold.
A crazy doctor?
No milk of the puppy.
There will be pain.
He wants the pain. Jaime, are you sure? I personally am not ready for this. Why does everything have to be so brutal? Oh yeah, I feel you, Jaime. Should have taken that milk.
I wonder if I might ask you for a favour.
What do you want now?
House Tyrell do not hold the crown's best interests at heart.
Oh, here we go. What will she suggest?
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
What will you do, Baelish? I can't trust those two.
Royal wedding. I told you had a hand in planning it.
Naturally.
When will the wedding be? We've been talking about it for a while now.
The people are hungry for more than just food. They crave distractions. And if we don't provide them, they'll create their own.
She's kinda smart.
A royal wedding is much safer, wouldn't you say? And traditionally paid for.
She convinced me.
We'll pay for half the expenses and the celebrations will go on as planned.
She's so quick that you can't speak while she's speaking, because you'll miss stuff. A brilliant addition to the show.
I'm going to stay on in Smith for the Brotherhood.
You don't have to do this.
I want to.
Maybe this is the place for him.
They're a family. Never had a family.
Well, I do understand him,
I can be your family.
but I feel bad for Arya.
You'd be my lady.
Another valid point. A difficult decision.
Is this a rescue?
What are you... What are you doing?
Bring them in.
What just happened? Is this the same episode? Why would you have done that? Revenge? That was horrible. Is this what we're doing right now? What a fool. I can't support this. Poor children. Time for you to go, old man. Robb is losing control over the north. I don't know what he should do to regain it.
King who lost the north. Escort Lord Karstark to the dungeon. Hang the rest.
They are falling apart. An easy win for the Lannisters.
I'm not fighting for justice if I don't serve justice to murderers in my ranks, no matter how highborn.
The problem is that Robb is alone, thinking that way.
To forgive the killing of their lord.
Your mother's right. If you do this, the Karstarks will abandon you.
Maybe he should listen to them. Robb, you need to be a bit flexible. What's about to go down here?
Kneel, my lord.
And here we go with the executions.
Here in sight of gods and men, I sentence you to die.
Robb is losing it. Too much anger in his heart. That won't work.
What are you going to do with me?
The first night we'll ride for River Run. Your brother's there now. He'll make a contribution to our cause, and you can go home.
What role do these people have? Will they become a big deal? Will they have some influence over the war?
Second time I've been killed by a Clegane.
This dude sucks. Maybe someone else should do the fighting.
The night is dark and full of terrors.
I think we get it by now. The night is dark and full of terrors.
And the finest man I've ever known.
Sillies,
A lot of yes men. Yes women.
I have shamed you.
You're doing God's work.
You understand?
Some character development? Is this when he realizes that he effed up, or will he go deeper? Because this lady is gone. I can't... Ooh. That scared me a bit. What happened to her face?
Did the onion not come back with you?
Interesting to see Stannis in this situation. Stannis the dad.
Best forget him.
Broken people all over the place.
Not so hard. We'll scrub the skin off.
Okay, we don't need to see you naked, right? I bet a lot of you want to see him naked.
Don't worry, not interested.
She might be.
I'm sick of fighting.
What if they started to fight naked?
Blood of wildfire. Mad King was obsessed with it. He loved to watch people burn.
The Mad King was mad. So I think I'm Team Jaime when it comes to all of that. If he was bad, then that's good. Get rid of him.
Robert Baratheon marched from the capital after his victory at the Trident, but my father arrived first, promising to defend the city against the rebels.
Interesting.
I urged him to surrender peacefully. The king didn't listen to me. He did listen to Grand Maester Pycelle.
Pycelle? Really?
Trust the Lannisters, he said. So we opened the gates and were told me to bring him my father's head.
Wow. This is a great story. Maybe the best one so far. It's truly fascinating. I would have loved to see that.
You've done it. You've kept your oath then.
That's why I'm telling everyone. I'm Team Jaime when it comes to getting rid of that mad king. I don't care about blind loyalty.
You meant to band with the rest of us and rise again.
As the Targaryens do.
This did his part to make sure that didn't happen.
Well done.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
You think the Honorable Ned Stark wanted to hear my side?
Maybe he did.
By what right does the wolf judge the lion?
It's not about that.
The Kingslayer!
Name's Jaime.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Why did you call him Kingslayer? I don't think he wants that.
Is that on your knight?
Oh, devils.
If your father
You
knew.
said you're a traitor. Are you?
I am.
What's your answer? Keeping it real. But not really, because he isn't a traitor.
I brought you something to read.
Oh?
My lady, I can't read the words.
I'll teach you.
What a kind child.
Is an history of
Aegon.
Aegon the Conqueror and his
Aegon the
conquest of
Conqueror.
Westeros.
Okay, I thought we were going back into a flashback for a moment.
Of honor keeps his vows, even if he's serving a drunk or a lunatic.
I do not like that. Blind
I want to
loyalty.
know what it's like to serve with pride.
At last, for the first time also, I don't really care about these people.
You're not Lord Commander here. You're just another exile. I take my orders from the Queen.
Wow, what a cool guy he is. Boring people. That's what all of them are. This is so much more interesting. The Lannisters and the Starks, and whatever is happening on this continent.
The Karstarks are gone.
Yes, and you didn't listen.
I don't even know where Winterfell is.
What if she is a genius strategist and come up with something great right now?
What is it?
Or did he see something?
I can't force them to meet us in the field, and I can't attack them where they're strongest.
Yeah?
I can attack them where they're not. Casterly Rock can't run away. There is only one person in this kingdom with that kind of army who hasn't already sided with the land.
And who is that?
The man whose daughter I was supposed to marry.
Brilliant.
I should like to see you spar with a proper partner, sir.
So, Renly's replacement? Is this the guy?
That didn't take long.
That took long enough.
Oh, Baelish, he truly knows what he's doing.
You still want me to come with you?
It's not a question of what I want. It's what you want.
Sansa, but I want to marry Loras.
It would be better to wait.
She's so naive.
You've been so kind, I'd feel terrible if anything happened to you.
I can't tell you how touched I am.
Look at him, he looks kinda scary. Don't you think? Look at his eyes. I would be creeped out by that.
We have something important to discuss.
What do you want to talk about, Tywin?
Karstarks have marched home. The young wolf has lost half his army. His days are numbered. That makes Sansa Stark the heir to Winterfell. And I am not about to hand her over to the Tyrells.
So here we go. Cersei getting her way again.
We need to act first and kill this union in its crib.
And what do you mean by that?
We find Sansa Stark a different husband.
And who would you suggest?
You can't mean it.
Wait, what? Really? No.
She's a child.
What a twist.
There, you see? You will wed her, bed her, and put a child in her.
But what if he refuses? What will you do?
Tyrion will do as he's bid. As will you. You'll marry Sir Loras.
What? This is great.
No, I won't do it.
Yes, you will.
Now it's not as fun.
I am Queen Regent, not some brood.
You're my daughter! You will do as I command, and you will marry Loras Tyrell.
Karma. You laughed at Tyrion.
Disgraced the Lannister name for far too long.
Wow. This was awesome. Great writing. A lot of history and a lot of broken people in this episode. I love the history. And I love the character development, especially when it comes to certain characters. We began the episode with the Hound fighting that dude, and I'm impressed by the Hound. He actually overcame the fire, even though we know that he's very traumatized by it, and he actually won. And I'm glad that he did, and proved that he's innocent, I suppose. But I do understand Arya's anger, because it is valid. As she pointed out, he was the one who killed that butcher's boy. It must be very frustrating for her. I do hope though, that this isn't the end of Arya and the Hound. I really want them to stay together for a while. Maybe she'll see that there is good in him. The world has just made him crazy. I'd call this episode the broken episode, as every character is broken pretty much, especially those I find most interesting. Robb, for example, is losing it. And I mean really losing it. Just as Ned, he's starting to become a bit too prideful. Does he even listen to anyone anymore? Will pride also be his downfall? It kinda looks like it's heading that way. No wonder people are losing respect for him. He needs to calm down and become smart again, cause you know that he's dealing with Tywin, and Tywin is no joke. But Karstark killing those kids was beyond wrong. What a fool. What did he even expect would happen? He put Robb in a very difficult situation. But it all began a while ago, when Catelyn messed with Jaime. So everything is connected, which is something I love about the show. But I believe that the war is close to being over, if it goes on this way, unless something changes it greatly. Jaime is so far the character of the season, together with Brienne of course. They are carrying a lot of the story, and I must say that I'm really enjoying it. Out of the characters that have had the biggest development so far, Jaime must be at the top. Especially if we're talking about this season. This episode had many great scenes. It's hard to pick out one, but Tywin showing both Cersei and Tyrion, whose boss, was amazing. Don't play around with that man. Cersei was a bit too confident when she sat there, and then he went straight at her as well. They must have felt really helpless. I feel for Tyrion, but Cersei, she kinda deserved it, after her stupid smiles. And let me just say this. Things are about to get ugly very soon. Cersei and Baelish are doing their usual sneaky stuff, and very effectively. I feel like we're going to have a lot of chaos as a result of all of this. I really want them to focus on Westeros as much as possible. Everything else, I don't care about. Not currently. The weakest point of the story is easily what's going on at the other continent, where Daenerys is. Essos, isn't that what it's called? I think so. It can be broken down on so many levels, but as this is a subjective review of the show, I'm just going to say that I draw very little enjoyment out of that part so far. It's all my opinion of course, and I personally believe that it started when the Dothraki became irrelevant. This new army of Braindead is, how should I say it, boring. I miss Drogo. Either way, I'd give this episode an 8 out of 10. A very solid one, with great moments from beginning to end. A little too much nakedness though, and as I thought and still think, it won't end peacefully and well between the Lannisters and the Tyrells. Things are going to escalate very soon, and it's making me very nervous, cause I like the Tyrells, and some of the Lannisters as well. Oh, and is Jon officially a swan now? Kinda looks like it. Either way guys, thank you so much for watching. That's it for this time. Be sure to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed the content. I truly appreciate that. Take care, and see you next time.